So in the zero-sum womb, I made a mistake. It wasn't the Republic that that not that literature specifically. It was it was I have a hard time with these literature names. Um, it was Achilles Eumenides, which was defending matricide and killing of women in front of a court and calling her lesser than she's only a bag of nutrients. And yeah, uh, I do believe when he made Apollo say this, this wasn't a part of what other people's assumptions were, because matricide in most cultures isn't really like it's not justified, but there's always been radicals that go against the greater public, you know, and there's always been good people despite horrible atrocities and policies being passed around. Um, yeah, you know, Darwin, he had some weird shit. Like, he was obviously like incestuous, probably had racist views, but I feel like he's he isn't the one we should be looking at, because of course he's the scapegoat for survival of the fittest, but Darwin never said that. It was Herbert Spencer. uh, you know as soon as as soon as we were aware of like genetics in a way, radicals pretty much got to it before the good guys did. You know, uh, it's kind of, and I will talk about the good things a little bit, but there really always has been radicals who took a thing and did stuff the loudest that made us look and go, wow, this is not good, and we can't focus on this. You know, we focus on what Anna Arendt would say, the banality of evil. I'm even focusing on the bad side of history. Sorry, stuttering. Like Herbert Spencer coined survival of the fittest, and ironically, he just died on his deathbed from some illness. I don't know how fit he was, and we forget that Darwin, even though he was, had his, he has his, we have criticism of him, but his cousin, Francis Galton, he was kind of cringy, because he would go around like Darwin did on the Galapagos Islands. Darwin just would, observe animals from a distance and calculate this and that, and would even collect bones on his boat. And unfortunately, like, the sailors that he was with just considered it rubbish. But the calculations that Galton did when he was lurking around in his natural world that he considered, he would go around London and analyzing women from a distance and calculating like different like things about them, and he was being very nosy like that. Like, nowadays, we would notice somebody doing that, he would be fucking like knocked out or arrested or canceled, I guess. Like, that's so creepy, right? Like, he would talk about like their beauty and if they were ugly or not. It's like, as if that's his business, right? And these were his collections. that were more or less uh, used and not considered rubbish, because even though Gottman died, I believe his coining of eugenics and wanting to figure out like the best type of union to figure out the best children, which was yeah, kind of the idea of Pythagorean theorem in the BC days, you know, the two sides being the parents and then the other side being the child. But yes, in London, in Sicily, London, I think the first eugenics council like propped up in the name of all these creepy like prunings of uh, biology and beauty and the best type of child, you know. Um, yeah, and this this would also start like better baby contests, you know. Um, and I find that kind of weird. But now we do like dog shows and like the best dog, and they're all grabbing at their tails and yeah. But I mostly wanted to go over the that it wasn't the Republic. It was the playwright Achilles who wrote Amenides. So yeah.